Welcome to the Art of Vibrancy podcast. It's a place where inspired experts distill their brilliance down into simple, practical advice that you can use right away. It's 8 minutes, it's 4 questions, and it's one practical piece of advice that you can put into use today. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Art of Vibrancy podcast. We have got a wonderful guest with us today, a very wise and clever person. Please welcome to our little show, Susan Holman. How are you today, Susan?
Oh, I'm doing very well. The sun is shining coming through my window. Thanks so much for having me.
Beautiful. Where are you speaking from today?
I am speaking from beautiful New Jersey with a view of the Freedom Tower and a snow-covered roof out my window.
How beautiful. Oh, it's lovely. I know I've been to New York a couple of times. I know the area a little bit. I've been to New Jersey as well. Flew into there. But anyway, that's for another day, a conversation about that.
Yeah, sure. And it's so close. It's so close. Yeah.
Andy, yeah. Let me tell my audience just a little bit more about you, and then we'll do the podcast interview. Okay, Susan Holman is a certified hypnotherapist and wellness expert. She also coaches creatives, artists, and performers. She uses NLP and hypnotherapy. She's got a really interesting website. And she's an author as well. There's a book on the website, 7 Keys to Financial Freedom, which I've read actually. Susan.
Oh, wonderful.
And she's going to be launching a book in the near future called Health is Wealth with Ayurveda. Did I say that right? Ayurveda. Yeah.
It's Ayurveda, but
Ayurveda,
that's fine.
Yes. I always pronounce it right. Health is Wealth with Ayurveda, a practical guide to restore and rejuvenate your health. So, Susan, you know the score. It's 4 questions in 8 minutes, and I've even got a little timer here. So I'll start the timer and then we'll get going.
That's good.
Okay. Right, here we go. So, Susan, what in your experience is the biggest challenge that people face as they age with regard to staying healthy, well, and positive? So they want to change, but what are the roadblocks that they put in their own way?
The biggest roadblock that I can see that people can take value from is that they fall into a comfort zone, and that comfort zone becomes so familiar to them that in their mind, they're creating pictures that say, what I have to do to change this, whether it's exercising a little more, tweaking their diet, drinking more fluids, more water, becomes hard. And the picture that they pull up in their mind is creating an image of something that is hard that doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I get that. So people think that they're ready to change, but they think it's going to be too hard, too difficult. So they have this idea of I'll have to do hard exercises, go on daft diets.
Yeah, you have to make the time, and it's so interesting what the pandemic has brought us in terms of clients and concerns. And even if people have more time on their hands, think about what happens if you have quote unquote more time on your hands at home.
Yeah,
it becomes comfortable, familiar. You can eat more. You can do what you want. You can dress from the waist up.
Right. Yeah. How do you know I'm not?
I made it a point. What's that?
I said, how do you know I'm not? Yeah. Just dress from the waist. Yeah.
Exactly. And so that is why I mentioned comfort zone right now, because we're in 2021 and we've just gotten through a very interesting year, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the thing. They think it's going to be difficult. So what are the common mistakes or misconceptions that people have about solving that problem, about changing?
Okay. There is something from NLP called perception is projection. So they start projecting mentally ideas onto what that thing is that they have to do that will change their health. And they can't relate to it because they haven't made it familiar, they haven't made it fun, they haven't made it easy to do. And that's where I feel I come in. I say over and over to clients, my job is making the complicated simple, but you're the doer.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that. Yeah. So they're comfortable and they don't want to, they need to get comfortable doing the thing that they should be doing. That's what you're saying.
Well,
We
there's
need to make
also
that easier
something.
for them.
Yeah, I mean, there's also my background is in yogic science, and there's also an idea of two types of energy that we have. One is a really easygoing energy. You know those days when things fall into place very naturally. It's almost like the bus comes at the right time, or your car comes at the right time, and everything's lining up at work. And we know that that's usually less often than not. But those days, that's a certain path. That's the easy path that people do tend to like. An easy path could be scrolling through your social media and see
Yeah.
what people are saying.
Yeah.
Could be finding out how I'm doing, how many likes or, how many followers I'm getting. And it kind of takes you outside of yourself. The harder path, so there's two paths in yogic science. The harder path doesn't have to be harder. It's just approaching it more gracefully and saying, what can I do in this moment right now that may shift my attention, that may shift my focus, that may shift how I'm perceiving uh, a change that's really going to help me.
Right. Right. That's beautiful. I love that idea. A shift in focus, a shift in attention. Right. So this all having been said, what is the number one tip you could give to our audience to help them today? So a tangible, specific action that they could actually do today after this podcast.
Okay. I would say recognize burnout. Recognize if you're burnt out from having too much time at home, from having a different reality that 2020 may have created. And even though it may seem easier for some people in some ways or harder for some people in other ways, recognize that and take action on it and translate it into self-care.
Right. 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 So that's brilliant. Just do that now. Yeah.
You do it right now. There's nothing stopping you. And you're we say as hypnotherapists and NLP coaches that we're the facilitator, but you're the doer.
Yeah.
You're the one that's creating this. So think of a way to shift your focus from quote unquote the problem to quote unquote the solution to,
Yeah.
feeling depressed, feeling down, worried, sad, grief, anger about a situation. How can I shift that focus right here, right now?
Yeah. Yeah. Think of positive things and
Yeah, but also, like, for example, say that you're feeling sadness or grief,
yeah.
because this kind of leads to another topic here, which is honoring your emotions and honoring the energy that's presenting itself on that day.
Yes.
If you are feeling sad, and this goes out to everyone who, whether you're expressing or holding back your sadness, if you're feeling in the moment like, you're feeling less empowered than you had been feeling previously, hold space for that. That's extremely important because in your vulnerability, you will find incredible strength as you allow it to express itself, whether internally or externally.
Yeah. So it's allowing yourself to feel. Yeah. I love this. Yeah. Yeah, we could talk all afternoon about, well, it's morning where you are, but about
We're
this.
opening up some.
So we're very close to the end now. Of
Okay,
10 minutes.
time flies.
Perfect.
Time
I've
flies.
stopped the clock. Um,
Cool.
Finally,
Okay.
what free resource would you like to share with our
Oh,
audience? So what have you
I'm
got?
really happy to offer everyone, all of you guys, 3 tips that are custom to your health right now. 3 health tips that I will send to your inbox. If you can DM me at Insta at SusanCoach22, or you can email me at Susan@Susan.coach. That's Susan@Susan.coach. I will send you a very short questionnaire based on Ayurvedic principles and send you back 3 things that match your energy, where your health is at, how you are right now.
That's
And it's
fabulous.
usually stuff you don't find anywhere else.
That's really kind. And can they, if they go to your website, which is, just say your website.
I have Susan.coach, and we're doing a launch of wellnesschic.com.
Right.
And on Wellness Chic, you'll have a lot of free resources. You'll also have some downloads and all of that will give you what our mission is, which is to provide you with resources to make an informed decision about your health at any stage of your health.
Wonderful. That's so kind. I'll make sure there is links underneath the podcast so that people can click on it and
Thank
get
you.
straight through to you. And I'm sure some will take advantage of that. Well, take advantage is the wrong word. We'll accept gratefully your help to give them those 3 things.
Yes, and take advantage of the moment, I guess.
Yeah, be in the moment, and let's do it today. Why not? And we can help you, can't we? Yeah, you will certainly help. So, Susan, thanks so much. That has been really, really good, really interesting. I'm sure my audience are going to love that. Thanks ever so much, and we'll catch up with you again soon, I hope. See you soon.
Okay, I
Bye.
would love to. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye. Thanks for checking out the Art of Vibrancy podcast. If you like what we're doing here, please head over to iTunes, subscribe, rate us, and leave a review, and I'll love you forever. And if you'd like to try my energy boosting, inflammation busting, brain and body food breakfast, head over to www.breakfastofbrilliance.com and download the recipe today. See you soon. Bye.